Hello guys and welcome back to yet another episode of the Unathletic. We are three fairly unathletic men.
Thanks.
Why, bro?
I mean, instead of very, he changed it to fair.
Yeah, let's go back to our branding of very unathletic.
Okay, we're three very unathletic men.
Yes.
And three of us are here after quite a while. Content has not been coming out because we've been facing some technical issues, which we've sorted out now. So hopefully we can get the ball rolling again.
I mean, by the time this episode is out, those also should be out.
Yeah,
so
hopefully.
like that disclaimer is not put into effect, no?
Yeah, but just for people wondering why we went off the grid and randomly came out with 2 episodes, this clarifies it. There'll be like one person who's sitting.
No, da.
At least 2, 3.
No. At least 5, da.
5, okay, fine.
3 from my family.
Do follow. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're here and today's topic is going to be hot takes. Akshat has seen some YouTube video that he's inspired by. I don't know if you...
The subway guy, dude. You guys should watch his videos. They're damn funny.
Okay, I've not seen that. But apparently we want to get some heated discussions in. So hot takes is a good way to do it. I'm just going to jump right into it. Akshat, do you want to give your hot take first?
Okay, so this is a little bit weird, but stay with me, okay? The scouting of every single team needs to start taking into account how mentally unstable players are and how screwed up in the head they are, and specifically target those people.
Why?
So you want the mentally...
the people who are a little bit mad, neurotic.
The people who are wired wrong are usually the ones who are fixated on one particular thing and they will go completely...
So you guys agree with me?
But
is this because of like Messi's autism?
I agree with the fact that you want like these people who make it to the top, the creme de la creme, they are a little wired. Definitely.
No, but I'm talking about like nut jobs, bro. You have to go to prison. You have to go and see who have come out of prison recently.
No, but
if it's for drug abuse, 100% that gets good
the
football.
thing is, for football now.
Yeah,
For
one second.
let me complete this.
I'll list out the names first.
No, okay, wait. For football, the scouting in this day and age happens around the age of 7, at the age of 8. What kind of nut job kid are you trying to bring in?
But this is my problem. That is what I'm saying. You have to screw that, bro. You will go find some wonder kid. That kid will blow an ACL. Gone, okay. Go look for the footballers who are in trouble. Make a team around them and they're going to start balling.
There is already Prison FC.
Prison FC would like legit destroy a lot of Premier League clubs, okay? I'm just listing out some names, okay? Maradona. Cracked in the head, bro. One of the best players of all time. Ronaldo. He has God knows what God complex, like some psychological problems, 100% he has. He literally thinks he's God walking on earth. He's also there. Messi. I mean, I don't know how politically correct I have to be over here.
He's autistic, bro.
He's okay.
Everyone knew what was coming. You didn't have to mention it.
But
I mean, autistic is this thing. Bro, I'm not done, bro. Ronaldinho. Bro, he's playing midget football and like, that's also, okay, screw it. I mean, we've crossed the line now, okay. But like, he hooked up with like some midget hookers, bro. Like, he's cracked in the head. What a wonderful player.
Yamal.
Lamine Yamal was the one who actually made me think of this entire thing, okay. Karim Benzema, bro.
Midgets for entertainment.
Yeah, midgets for entertainment, Lamine Yamal. Karim Benzema, Ballon d'Or winner. What did he do?
What did he do?
did earlier, I mean...
I know
what the Giroud thing.
No, Valbuena.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, Rooney, bro. That guy, he has everything in his life. He has money. He has
He loves them slags, bro. He just loves them grannies.
He loves fucking grannies, bro.
Okay, Akshat,
this is my point. You have to... So, this is too much of a sample size, I believe.
No, but Akshat, this isn't a hot take though. Because like, as I said, the people who make it to the top, fucking Zuckerberg, man. Do you think he's a normal human being?
No, but my point is
he's a robot.
You have to change the entire scouting structure in football to target people
you
who
can't
are mental.
because like my understanding of the situation would be that you can't because scouting happens at a certain age because you develop the talent for playing football at the age of 6, 7, 8, whatever.
Bro, if there's a kid who's in like $500,000 of gambling debt at the age of 21, he's going to be my starting number 9 going forward.
I have 2-3 people like that, bro. But just before this goes any further, do you realize that all these people the names that you've taken, right? they've reached a certain point of their career and become like that.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think they were like that from a young age, bro.
No,
I'm not
Ronaldinho
talking
and
about
all,
young
he's come
age.
from the favelas or whatever. Like he's come from a
You guys are
modest background.
No, you guys
he's
are
seen the
thinking have to
money.
identify them young. I'm
But you
saying that
can't.
there's a 33-year-old right now.
No, but then these tendencies that you're talking about their certain kinks and like certain ways they behave, that is a direct consequence of the money, the fame that they're exposed to.
I'm going to twist this around because I've been watching a lot of Sopranos recently. Okay, you go into any of these like psychotic guys and you see they do therapy and all. No, it's all linked to stuff which happened in their childhood. So maybe your scouts,
That's what, like, they
you need to go to all the psychiatrists and psychologists, figure out which of them can play football and have deep mental issues.
I'm telling you, no kid from Brazil, from the favelas, is going to go see a psychologist.
Bro, there's something, a huge untapped market over
There's
here.
also what happens is that on a day-to-day basis, when you're seeing like millions and millions of people watching you, you know, trying to reach out to you, trying to touch you,
Yeah.
it creates a persona within yourselves which makes you behave in a certain way.
Bro, I'm not talking about money changing a man.
I'm
I'm
not
talking
even-
about dudes fucking midgets.
I'm not even talking
like
about
that is something little bit like
I'm talking about exposure, just pure exposure. Because if Lamine Yamal wasn't a professional footballer playing at that level,
Okay.
he probably wouldn't have these kinks of
You
fucking
can't,
midgets.
because it's the combination of getting that fame, getting
And
that
getting it so
money,
quickly.
Yeah, getting it at the early age, at that
No,
like
but
16,
again,
17
like,
years old.
you guys are taking this from the other perspective where money changes people.
I mean, most of the
I'm talking
examples
about
is
nut
because of
jobs. I'm talking about bro,
like
no
a Diego
amount of
Costa,
money.
like Neil Maupay. Those guys are like little.
No, those guys are just assholes.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm talking about people who legit have proper psychological like people who you're uncomfortable with in the same room. Put them all in the same team and watch them ball, guys. We have to run this experiment. We owe it to the world to run this experiment. And I feel like scouts, in scouting,
No,
it's
but
like, oh, is he a team player? Is he, you know, like, how does he fit in well with the squad? Does he believe in the manager's vision? No. Does he fuck midgets? Does he have gambling debt? Does he have like proper psychological
so can
issues?
he play football comes at the last.
That's number one. Number two is this.
I'm going
Then
to
we'll
ask
see
our
anything
producer
else.
right now if it's too late to cancel this episode and we can start again.
Maybe we
because-
shouldn't have started with this,
Yeah,
but yeah.
I think it's
I think I'm
late
onto
do
something,
anything.
guys.
I mean,
legit think
people
I'm onto something.
start calling you a nut job. Remember this
See, I can't play football. I'm a normal guy. Coincidence? I think not, bro.
I
This
think
just
is the
take
right
me
time
back
to
to my
move on.
like favorite movie, Longest Yard, where
What happens in longest yard?
bro Adam Sandler makes a team with all the prison guys.
Oh, that movie is.
Yeah.
See? Bro. You see?
But that's a movie at the end of the day.
No, it's
Okay,
it's
Po,
a
do you want
documentary,
to
bro.
quickly move on to your next hot take because
I
this was
think this
quite an underwhelming start. So
Bro, it was
I
a-
expected something
I mean, this
much
is
more
a-
from
I think it was a whelming start.
This is a shocker, but yeah, I mean, I have one though. Like, okay, so you know how England as a country and its group of people, usually, the moment anybody from that particular country comes up in the sport, like either cricket or football, but majorly football, they start hailing them as the next big thing.
Yeah.
I think the country as a whole is not that talented to come out of these top tier Superman level sports persons. And it's just their level of thinking and understanding is the moment they see a kid who comes on and makes an effort,
Yeah.
they start hailing him as the next big thing. And also, these guys are the ones, as soon as they start showing some promise, these guys are the ones who pull them down also.
See, that's not a hot take. The second part's not a hot
Yeah,
take.
I mean-
the first part gives some examples of people who you think have been hyped
But
way too
I
much.
just have a question
yeah.
here. Are you talking about England as a country or are you dividing it into club levels? Because clubs can hype up a player.
No, England, I'm talking about the people, the general people,
So,
the public who are watching the sport, who see
So the entire
up-and-coming
country
wonder kid.
unanimously is hyping up a
I'm
player, right?
generalizing the whole country in this particular state.
So not Saka because it's only Arsenal
no,
fans.
no. I know where you're coming to, but then Saka's a good person, like good footballer who turned out good compared with
no, my point is you can't be a good person and a good footballer.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
then
yeah.
it supports what
he's
you're saying.
too nice of a person
To be a good
Yeah.
footballer, yes.
to be a nut job. But like, so okay, example is Dele Alli. Okay, I mean, he came out like roaring out of the gates. He killed it with that Kane partnership in 2014, 2015. But the thing is, he couldn't continue showing that promise. He had disciplinary issues. He had like fucked up trauma from the past. All of that is there. But England as a country called him the next big
Did
thing.
they really
They
though?
did, of course they did.
They at one
put
stage
so
they
much
said
hopes on Dele Alli.
he's the best 21-year-old on the planet. I remember that
Cole
very
Palmer.
clearly. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that
Cole Palmer also.
are those London Spurs fans who are saying that?
No, it's
or
the
is it an
general
entire
mentality of
country?
I think he's right. Like the
Because-
entire media.
Phil Foden.
Yeah, Phil Foden, bro. Our producer just said. I
Yeah.
so badly agree.
Also, I
with
mean, from the women's side of the game, okay, just now the England's women's team won the Euros for the second time in a row. Like, no, second time in a row. Okay, like comma. But they hailed this one person, for example, Chloe Kelly. Okay, she came from City. She didn't have a club for 6 months, and then she came to Arsenal. Okay, she scored the winner in the first Euros as well. Everyone hailed her. Now she scored the winning goal again for the second time in a row in the finals. Everyone's trying to drag her down. That's the second part, because like people are calling her cringe now. Can't contain her happiness. You have to be humble about it. All these kind of statements are coming out. They want the person to go up, but they cannot see them sustain in that particular place for a long period of time. They have to pull them down also.
I think like media, of course, has a huge role to play, and as viewers, the kind of content that we are looking at is predominantly English. So we're mostly seeing things in English about England, about the Premier League. Things about La Liga, Bundesliga, we're not seeing so much because the media over there is in their own language, right? So we're not consuming that kind of content. And yes, they do have a tendency to hype their players up quite a lot, especially when England are playing major tournaments. But
It's coming home.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of annoying when that happens.
Yeah, if you look at it like from a large picture of how much hype there is about the English national team versus the number of tournaments they've won, not just recently, but like in history, they shouldn't even open their mouths ahead, even in front of like Italy or like, I'm not even talking about Brazil and...
You see all these wonder kids coming out of France and Spain and all, no? Like, Spain is a bad example because Barca hyped their kids out a lot. France, for example, so many wonder kids come out of France, and they're protected to a certain level that until that they're ready, the media doesn't hype them up.
No, they probably do, but we just as consumers are not seeing them because we don't follow French media.
Whatever we get from other social media platforms, not directly from legacy media, that does not point towards this though. Like people overhyping their kids.
Plus, it's like we say English media, but the pundits on the English on the panel are not just like British people, right? Like you're not hearing, for example, Thierry Henry talk about Desiree Doué before he became big. But now, obviously,
they just popped up. Like they're ready, and then they come onto the pitch and they're ready to do the things that everyone's hyping English kids for. But like these guys just come and then show up, and then the world knows about them. But other things here, like, which is also partly true what you're saying, because we consume English media a lot. They're actually household names now for like the people following it. And you put your expectations on those people, but there's supposed to be a limit. I think.
After the previous Euros, I remember reading an article about saying why Mark Gahey is the next big centre back in world football. Now I'm getting flashbacks of like what shit I'm seeing from these people.
They go to the absolute top tier level that they hype their kids up, but then it's also a burden on those kids because they can't like truly fulfill their potential or what other people expect their potential to be.
At the end of the day, the most eyeballs in the footballing world are on the Premier League and on certain teams of the Premier League. So when one of those individuals does something good or bad, it's going to get hyped up. Like with what happened with Rashford.
Again,
in
another
terms
good
of,
example, because everyone was supporting all the efforts that Rash was putting off the field. But the moment like one or two games he did not perform, everyone started getting on his back.
When he went to Belfast to have a good night out, that got hyped up way out of proportion than it should have. Any points on this, Akshat?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I actually agree. Yeah.
Not that of a hot take then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. My hot take coming into this, just to rile up Poe, was to say that Fabregas was a better player at Chelsea than he was at Arsenal.
It's true, he did win two.
These are too balanced, bro.
Yeah.
I want to cut him at the bud, so I'm going to agree with him there. I don't want to take it further.
My hot take is on Pep Guardiola, who's considered now one of the greatest managers ever, being compared to Sir Alex. And this conversation has started because he went for an Oasis concert, saying that he's taken in the culture of Manchester, which Sir Alex never did. So he's probably a better manager. And that got me. Yeah. This is going on the rounds, by the way. But anyways, leaving that apart, I want to take the 3 teams that he's coached, right? And I want to say that I don't think he would be even in the top 10 if it wasn't for these 3 teams that he's coached.
Not even top 10.
Yeah.
I don't think so, bro.
Okay, now hear me out.
Yeah.
So when he started his managerial career, it was with the Barca team that almost the entire team had come from La Masia, okay? So, and he was an assistant.
Which he also coached in Barca B.
Correct. Like he was, so basically, like there's a synergy in what he wanted to do and what the players were already doing. It's not like you're coming into a new club and, executing your ideas over there. So he got a much easier start to his managerial career than what most people could expect. And it also helps when you probably have the best player that we have seen of our generation firing at all cylinders. Combine that with Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, who are all homegrown Barcelona talents. So he got it on a platter, okay? Let's just say that. Now, when
PK, who cheated on Shakira.
Let's move to the second club where things.
He is actually a nut job.
I'm telling you, bro.
Cheats on Shakira.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Let's move on to the second club where it actually gets interesting now.
Okay.
Bayern Munich. Now we know Bayern are not the type of people who will just go buy anyone and everyone. They'll just buy the creme de la creme of the Bundesliga. Okay. So maybe there were some signings that Guardiola wanted that he didn't get over there. What did that result in? Yes, they won the Bundesliga whenever he was there and they had some insane seasons. But he never won the Champions League with them. Okay.
I feel like the bar is very high.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you
no,
wouldn't.
but also,
we are
he said he won't be top 10. And you need to win the Champions League to be top 10. So, he's not saying Guardiola shit. He's saying
there,
Guardiola wouldn't be top 10.
He's up there.
Fine. Let's forget the top 10 comment out, okay? Yeah. Now the conversation is he the greatest manager of all time?
No.
I'm saying that
he's not the greatest of all time.
I'm saying that he's not even close, okay?
Because there are too many examples. His mentor was only there, like Johan Cruyff, to take up that spot ahead of him.
Exactly.
But
in fact, another hot take would be that what Mourinho did with that Inter and Porto team is something that Guardiola could never do in his career.
Call back to our Mourinho versus Pep episode, guys. Watch it, okay?
Yes. So, if it's out or not out yet, we don't know.
Now the third club that he went to was Manchester City, which is again unprecedented. He has been given an open checkbook to sign how many ever and whatever players he wants, right?
And breaking 115 rules.
Yeah, exactly. So in the first season, I remember this, I think they signed like 3 right backs in the same season. Which manager do you see has the privilege to do something like that? That, one signing doesn't work, let's move on to the next, till I find a player who's suitable for me. He signed Victor Valdez in his first season as a goalkeeper, realized that, okay, maybe he's not the best in the Premier League, immediately broke the bank, world record signing for a goalkeeper in Edison.
There was another person in between, no?
There was Joe Hart, there was...
No, there was another.
There was one, I'm forgetting.
There was one.
I'll just see. Yeah, you continue, I'll find it.
Yeah, so the point comes back to this, like which other manager has this kind of privilege to spend 100 million in a January transfer window to try and resurrect a season to finish in a top 4?
That is that. He has incredible resources at his beck and call. I mean, just last season, when the first of the season his team fucked up majorly and like the team was on a complete landslide. To stop it, he got I think he spent 150 or 200 million the January transfer window.
Exactly.
And he signed...
None of those players are even playing now.
Yeah, bro. He signed one of them on loan. I forgot his name also, by the way. He's a young up-and-coming talent, and then six months he's sitting on the bench. Now he's sending him on loan. He's a 50 million buy. Which team can afford to do that? That is true. But on the contrary, he definitely deserves to be in the top 10 at least, bro. Greatest manager of all time. That is
Claudio
for sure.
Bravo.
Yeah,
Claudio Bravo, right? I said Victor Valdez. Valdez had joined United. It was Claudio Bravo, correct. My bad.
I mean, Greatest manager of all time? No, definitely no. But top 10, I think he definitely makes that.
We can
list.
name 10 managers who are probably better than him.
Let's do
right
that
now.
then.
Well, you guys will have to help me.
I mean,
because
Ferguson is going in there for sure.
Yeah, Ferguson.
Cruyff is going in there for sure. Bill
Ancelotti.
Shankly is going in.
Ancelotti?
Okay, I'm putting Bill Shankly first.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Then, okay, now let's start.
I would say Mourinho is going in the top 10 for sure.
Definitely he's going
I
there.
agree.
Ancelotti is going there.
Ancelotti is going.
Wenger will come there.
Wenger.
Oh, bro.
That is a hot take though. Like, that can be a hot take that he's there in the top 10. Okay.
There's
who else?
not to get scientific,
You
but
can't include Zidane in
there is
it because he's also on the same criteria
there's a
as Pep.
certain temperature in the universe which you can't go beyond. Okay, it's like there's a limit. Your take of Wenger being top 10 all time is even hotter
He's
than
there.
that.
He's
Bro.
there.
There's no
He's there. Name the remaining people. Name it. Name it.
more than Wenger.
Rijkaard doesn't make it.
Why does Rijkaard not make it?
Rijkaard does not make it. He did what, 3 years stint at Barca? I don't know what before that or after that. Cruyff definitely.
Matt
made it.
Busby,
Matt Busby.
Okay.
Brian
Next.
Clough.
Okay, go.
I mean, Brian Clough.
How many is that? Like six?
Yeah.
5 or 6?
No, it's 8.
No.
It's 8 done.
Wait, I need to see the list in front of me and then I'll do.
Yeah, so I'll continue on my points about why Pep should be.
Saki,
in the top 10.
Arrigo Saki, bro. He
Milan.
has to be there.
Milan, he makes it.
Yeah. Then I'm not putting Klopp, I'm not putting Del Bosque, I'm not putting Louis Van Gaal. See, there are some boys who are old which I don't know much about. Oh, what about Conte, bro?
Fuck off.
Would you?
He hasn't won this thing though.
Wenger makes it ahead of Conte.
Whatever happens, I would put Klopp above Guardiola.
No.
Klopp over, bro.
Look
now
what he
we're
did.
getting
Look what he did. Arne Slot did it in one season. What Klopp did.
With
In
Klopp's
six-
team.
In 6, yeah, I mean, and Klopp did it only once in 7 years. Arne Slot did it in the first year.
Yeah, but he also won the Champions League also, no? The thing with Klopp is that he took a team that was in the dumps and got them up to a level where now that team is a machine, right? Can
That's true,
Pep
but-
do something like that?
I'm not sure though about that because he's never done
So that's
it.
the point
He's
of
never
a-
been in that situation. to do it,
Exactly.
But I mean,
No,
the
but it's a
Barca example, I'm going to
hypothetical.
take it. You talk about all the players that he got from the academy, everyone was a superstar. But to make them into, like, getting them in, all of them are like academy kids for the first time trying to play professionally.
But Bo, my
to
point
make
here-
sure that they, wait, let me complete. To make sure they actually fulfill their promise, to make them play in the way that he wanted. Because like Barca wasn't playing the Cruyff principles completely. Rijkaard had a different variation of it, but Guardiola is the one who brought total football back into Barca. Like there was a huge gap between Cruyff going and Guardiola coming back. I think like 15 years, 16 years gap is that. That period is not the same as what is after.
They
Guardiola.
had like
and to
Bobby
win a
Robson,
sextuple
Rijkaard,
with
Van
that team full of academy players, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke, but my point is that those players would have been superstars anyways, regardless of whether Guardiola was
At
coaching
the
them or
same
not.
time,
so
in
you're
the
saying
same
that he
team-
doesn't deserve any credit.
He does. I'm just saying he got it easy.
He definitely did, but making all of them into superstars at the same time in the same team, playing in the way that he wanted them to play, and winning 6 trophies on the bounce
In the first season.
in the first season.
Let's just say that Guardiola needed those players more than those players needed Guardiola in their
I don't
respective
think so.
careers.
I don't think so.
No.
Many of those players, if you could ask who's the best manager you played under,
Yeah.
they'll tell Pep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Messi has gone and played under some random managers after that, bro.
He's
Nagelsmann
played
and
under
all
Tito
that.
Villanova, who's also Pep's assistant.
How many
who
of
also,
those
who was in
players
the
have-
same school? Luis Enrique, who's also an incredible manager. But I think if you ask Messi, Pep takes the cake among all of these people. Even Luis Enrique won him a treble. But
Your take is rejected, bro.
My
Yeah.
take is rejected.
Definitely
Not so.
rejected.
You saying he finishes in the top 10 greatest
Definitely
managers of
makes
all
it in
time?
the top 10.
Akshat, what about you?
I don't know about Wenger making it or not, but Guardiola definitely makes it.
See, I think your point, if you want to discount everything he did at Bayern and City, I'll agree with that also. But the fact that he took youth of Barcelona and won 6 trophies with them itself is enough for me to not maybe just put him in top 10 directly, but you can't
He
discount
also,
that.
he's one of the most decorated managers in the history of the game, bro. Like, you can't discount that.
I just want to
Has he
see him
beaten- has
do
he-
it with a smaller team.
Yeah, has he gone ahead of Ferguson in trophy count?
I don't think. I'm not sure.
I think probably he will also.
But he has to manage to like 70 or something, and then probably.
He's like 2 trophies.
Okay, next hot take.
Go for one more.
Akshat, I'm not gonna ask again. We'll
I'm
just
no,
close
no.
it at this.
It's
There's
okay.
no need.
This is. I won't say it's a hot take because it's a fact. It'll get dismissed in a couple of years. All the players under Fergie, you know where it's going, no?
Are you talking about the managerial thing?
Yeah.
They're shit managers.
Yeah. So it's a fact though. It's not a hot take. I think it's also because of the managerial style of Fergie and the way he was complete totalitarian and strict.
No
and you
room
can't
for
fuck around.
independent thought.
Yeah, nothing.
It was like
So these boys who stepped out and come after their careers ended, like the second part of their life or third part of their life, however you want to phrase it, they're clueless, bro. They're all like.
But Carrick is doing fairly well, no?
He's yet to show promise.
Who's the guy right now at Ipswich also who got them promoted?
Kieran
McKenna.
But these guys are not like.
I think it's more of like a broader football thing. That generation of talent that was there, none of them have been good managers. Take Lampard, Gerrard, all of them.
At the same time,
their
their
entire
contemporaries are also like.
Simeone is from the same background, like the same batch.
Simeone did not play in the same.
Zidane is also from the same.
Simeone
Yeah,
is
but
on the same
they were
background.
probably maybe 4 or 5 years earlier than what Gerrard, Scholes, Rooney, all those guys are. There's
a huge sample size of people from that batch who are managers now. Pochettino.
Again, 90s, bro. Like these are all players in the 90s versus guys in the 2000s, like you say.
Pochettino was into the 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to beat the bush about Arsenal again, but Vieira, he's doing a fairly decent job.
This fairly decent and all is fine. I'm talking about like Xabi Alonso is the one I was thinking of. Xabi Alonso is the best example.
Xabi Alonso.
Alonso's there. Then, Fabregas is doing a decent job with Como also. Company is, God knows how he failed upwards to Bayern.
Yeah, bro.
He failed upwards to Bayern, bro.
But now we'll see how much he can fail upwards from there. There, I think you can only go down, bro.
After Bayern?
God knows, bro.
So it's actually not a hot take, no?
It's not a hot take at all.
Okay, my hot take, and this is to do with Pep Guardiola only, is that Pep Guardiola, his impact on football
Net negative.
is net negative.
I completely agree.
Okay, now let me break down why I'm saying this. Okay, you have to look at what football has become, because he has become so influential that his style of football was basically a cheat code to a point where everyone decided that we need to start
There's a whole school of people who worked under Pep who are employing the same style of football.
Correct, right? And you might think that's a good thing, but it's become so positional and tactical now that a lot of the joy of football, and by joy I mean individual expression in football, has changed. And I'm not saying what he has done is wrong. I'm just saying because of what he did, because of how successful
but
his
that's the
system
thing
is.
with anything in human history, people, once they see a thing that is good, that is doing the actual job it's supposed to, people abuse it to a certain extent where it gets unbearable.
No, but it's not about it.
That's also part of how change is also generated, no? Like that drives change because it gets so unbearable at a point that people will start coming up with new innovations of how to counter that and go beyond it or improve on it.
But
that's how the whole global game changes.
But if you see like how it works now, right? The whole point or the way a squad is built or a team is built is that I need these 11 people. I take one person out and I put the same person in the same position, ask him to do the same things. I want the team to play the exact same way. Whereas football in the past was more about partnerships. Like how two people in the central midfield used to play together due to their understanding. I'm not saying that's disappeared, but it used to be about that. It used to be more about how players connect with each other on the pitch and link up and find solutions on the pitch, which led to some players getting to levels which I don't think players right now are able to reach, because they're not able to express themselves individually or with their team in a way where tactics are not defining every single thing you do. This is a very stupid example, but it's parallel to what I'm saying. Is that you see how United played for some time, that brief 1.5 year period under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer was vibes, okay, and we used to make fun of him for it. But that was the closest to what Sir Alex Ferguson had our team playing in terms of just the style of football, not success and all, which we've ever seen. But because the way we think about football has changed so much, people used to clown Ole for the same thing. Me included. We used to clown Ole for the same thing. You see people where back in the day, you could list out if you go to a Ballon d'Or list, who finished the top 10 in Ballon d'Or, right? Ballers, bro. Absolute ballers. Right now, it's just these like technicians. Like Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or, he's a great midfielder. But it just shows for me how the game has changed so much. It's not that he's not a great player. It's just that we value that so much more than what we would value, let's say, a Ronaldinho. Someone who loses the ball 70% of the time, but 30% of the time the ball sticks and he beats a man and beats the second and beats the third. That for me is what made football better or more enjoyable, more passionate. And now because the whole Guardiola thing and people aping him, that's been kind of erased from the game.
I don't think it's a hot take because I completely agree with you. A lot of football's expression and freedom has just gone out the window, which is why I think we've noticed this in the last World Cup and in the last Euros. I mean, even the Euros in 2021, 2022, those 3 international tournaments was so exciting to watch because teams don't have that much time to dwell on tactics as much.
Football,
It's much more on player expression, and there you could see like 1 or 2 players are literally dragging their team forward, right?
Yeah.
And that has only happened because it's refreshing for us to see. I loved watching these international tournaments.
But you got to think of it from a different perspective, no? Because this is exciting for the consumer, your average viewer. But when you're talking about finding a short way of winning, it is better to have a structured, organized
football
team.
is for the people, Po.
Wait a second, let me just complete my point. And Pep Guardiola's ideology, let me make it clear, is not about complete control direct till the goal. It's about how the way he gets the ball to the people in the front, because you got to have a level of individuality for your attackers.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're robots.
Coach can tell you how to score.
I get that.
It is all up to the players up there who are there to finish the job. They have to find the best optimum route to do it. But how you get the ball from your goalkeeper and ensuring it reaches those attackers in a way that does not disrupt your entire play and your objective, that is what he was going for.
But see, now you take that same thing, okay? Now most of your training is based on that, right? Now because most of your training is based on that, that's what the players work on. Because that's what the players work on, now scouts are being asked to look for players who are neat, tiny, technical passers rather than exciting, raw fucking talent, right? So, like, it's a knock-on effect to all the way down to, like, what players who are coming up now, the young players who are coming up now, the kind of skill set which they're developing is very different from... Why do we get excited whenever one of our clubs signs a Brazilian? Because we're like, that guy is not been infected.
Joga
Bonito, bro. It used to be just...
There is a drop-down effect in
there is definitely
whatever
the quality of technical ability in players has gone down.
And let's talk
that
also
ripple
about...
effect has gone very far and people did not expect it to go to that extent.
It's gone to the grassroots levels, as Akshat said, but also think about the number of positions that have become obsolete because of him. Like a shot-stopping goalkeeper is just completely out the window now. You have to be good at your feet.
Not every team does it.
That's the first thing teams are looking at.
The best goalkeeper in the world is not doing that. Courtois is not doing that. He is definitely the best goalkeeper in the world.
Donnarumma.
No.
He was injured last season.
Donnarumma, just because PSG won the Champions League, you're putting him up there. But over the last 3 or 4 years, since his move to PSG, he's been mediocre. Courtois, on the other hand, has been epic. And he has no ball playing abilities. I mean, the primary role of a goalkeeper still to this day is shot stopping ability. That is not a non-negotiable.
But you're seeing where the conversation is going, right?
On top of that, you look for certain skill sets, which is playing out with your feet.
Like United never would have to remove De Gea to put in Onana if that was still
No,
the
but thing is,
priority.
you guys went complete extremes. No.
Exactly.
De Gea is an incredible shot stopper who could manage ball playing to a certain extent, I believe, if given the right opportunities and like.
So 10 years ago we were not having this conversation.
This is a new hot take only about goalkeepers now.
The thing is, that is still a non-negotiable. Like as a goalkeeper, your primary responsibility is to stop the ball from going into your net. That does not change. Like only thing, the added thing for them to look out for scouts is to like look for ball playing ability at their feet and how they pass long passes.
But
short
Arsenal
passes,
did
whatever.
the same thing with Leno, right? Because Leno was a much better shot stopper than all the other goalkeepers that they
No,
got.
I don't think so. Ramsdale is okay. Ramsdale, you can make the point. David Raya, on the other hand, he's exceptional at short stopping also. Short stop.
Better than Leno?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
I
actually.
think
that
so.
I think Leno was.
Leno was a
still-
great shot stopper.
Leno is number 3 or number 4 for Germany, bro. The choice.
But that's because they have Neuer, they have Ter Stegen.
That's what. Ter Stegen is also not that good, but Leno showed promise, but he's not up to the mark there. Like
And why was he removed? Because of
No,
his...
it's not just that. His composure was also a problem. Like him fumbling when
composure
like,
on the
teams
ball,
pressed him
right?
all the way up. Yeah, on the ball.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to react to the way the other teams are also playing. No, other teams are going full counter pressing and like in your face. They show up every single opportunity they get. Your goalkeeper has to be able to
So
adapt.
the
to that.
priorities, the goalposts have been shifted,
No,
right?
the priority is still short stopping. On top of that, you look for these skill sets.
Okay, anyways, another position that I was saying has become obsolete is direct wingers, bro. We are not seeing that anymore.
Agreed.
We are seeing only inverted wingers now.
That for me is very much down to the
But the
conversation.
thing is, you all know about this. The game is going to like find its way back to certain things that are lost. Like the two-man partnership will come up again.
Hopefully.
Not hopefully, it will, because like this methodology of Pep and like the way everything's organized and structured.
You mean like
we're
two
not the only-
strikers?
Yeah, we're not the only ones who are thinking about all of this. Okay, like the how. It's not actually a hot take because lots of people have this opinion about how Pep has ruined football.
It's not like every
it's a common
third
thing.
Twitter,
Is it?
Twitter
Yeah.
post.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought those just haters.
No,
bro.
but that is going to lead to what actually? People trying to find, like how you're talking about the Euros was refreshing and the World Cup was refreshing. Teams are going to start looking to play that way more. Pep is being found out every season. He's just adapting it to it, slight tweaks all the time.
I have another hot take.
Is it cricket related? Can we do a cricket related one?
No, it's a football related one. It's a little bit spicy, okay?
Okay.
I think the whole concept of support your local team is outdated. You should not support your local team. I mean, you should. They should
Not support a lot.
You should not. People should stop saying, "Hey, go support your local team." Support whatever team you want, because the world has changed. Right, like up until 1990, I'm giving a lot of leeway there. Up until 1990, there was no way for you to support a team which is not your local team. You would hear about these teams in the newspaper and all of that. Television was also like came very late, especially global leagues and all of that. So you had no choice but to, oh, I want to watch football. Where do I go? Oh, there's a stadium some 10 minutes away. I love my local team. Why are you restricting yourselves now?
I mean,
Do
does this
whatever
really
you
apply
want.
to the three of us?
No,
Can
it
we
doesn't.
talk
No,
about this?
Because the thing is, okay, this the
Football,
This makes
BFC,
sense.
I watch BFC, RCB we all support and all of that, right? And we shit on Bangaloreans who support some other teams. But I'm like, why, bro? If you like a player, if you like a
But it's
squad,
not
go support them.
Like, it's not actually common to find people talking about the particular tournament. Like, if I just reference IPL here, that particular local state person will support that where they're from.
I'm saying you don't have to.
You don't have
You
to.
shouldn't.
You shouldn't when you're talking about a sport being played on the global level. In terms of, for us, we don't have a Premier League here. Our quality of football.
I'm not talking about like foreign
Correct.
fans,
No,
no.
because
Yeah.
our quality of football is also not up to the mark. We want to see the best product which is available on the market, which is the Premier League.
Yeah.
And we all align to one particular team and follow it. Completely understand and agree with that.
Yeah.
But what I don't get is when you're in the same country, for example, take a person from England or a person from London, 20 years of Manchester United's dominance. That has spawned like quite a number of glory hunters in that particular city.
Yeah.
And lots of people support Manchester United because of Ferguson and what he achieved.
Why are these people shamed?
I think when you're in a country, when you're locally associated with a particular club, you are part of that particular community. When you're part of that community, ideally it should be that particular club.
I think it is as like we are drawing a line over here, which is so like abstract.
Yeah, that is that.
Where
that is that.
it's like my favorite cuisine is Italian. For example, okay. Will people be like, how dare you like Italian?
No.
So why are we drawing the line at football? Like
if your objectives,
we are way past it. We are way past.
No, I don't agree. If I find a Bangalorean who's supporting CSK or Kerala Blasters,
Why?
what do you mean why?
You'll call him a
It's
glory
pride.
hunter.
That's my take. Why?
It's pride.
Because of their reasons
proud
to
of your
support
team.
the reason, like the team.
It's
You
your
be proud of
pride.
your
It's the
team.
pride of your city that you're staying in.
Bro,
Also,
you
it's
can-
because of their ulterior motives of why they're supporting that
Yeah,
team.
exactly.
Because most of them are glory hunters to begin with. They see Chennai having won 5 IPLs, they want to support that
Bro,
team.
I supported United because they had Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez.
You can do that because your part, like Premier League is a global market,
Okay, fine. Mine's a bad example. Get it.
And you don't have the same quality of sport that you can watch in this country.
I'm just saying, if there's a Bangalorean who comes to me,
Talk
and-
about the people
and
in that
he
country
says-
who are directly applicable to the team.
yeah, okay. If a Bangalorean comes to me and he says that, and it's a kid now,
Who's not from Chennai origins.
I'm not even talking about Chennai. He's
Who's like, okay.
saying that Shubman Gill is his favorite player while
Go for it.
and he'll support Gujarat. This fellow will come and say pride of your city, pride of your city.
No, that applies to that particular context only because you're talking about the IPL and you're limited to that city.
Huh.
Shubman Gill is the part of international cricket. So and your Indian national team.
Huh.
So of course you can support your Indian national team.
No,
That's your entire
I'm saying
country to begin with.
I'm saying support Gujarat Titans.
Shubman Gill is a bad example because he's the captain of the Indian cricket team right now.
Why?
But if some
you should let people
if
support
some
whoever they
guy-
want for whatever reason they want.
if some guy comes and tells me that okay, I support CSK because of
Yeah, the
Muthuraj
team-
Gaikwad,
Oh, see,
I will tell him to shut up.
You'll call him bullshit. You'll call bullcrap on that.
Yeah, of course.
He's lying on his ass.
leave rivalries aside. Right? That like Bangalore CSK,
Bro,
that's a different
okay,
thing.
no, okay, one
I'm
more
talking. It's not. It doesn't always have
Actually,
to
I'll
be
give you
rivalry,
another
right?
example, okay? Like a Bangalorean.
If there's a guy who grows up in Bangalore, his
Okay.
entire career, entire life,
Okay.
his favorite cricketer since growing up was Rishabh Pant.
Okay.
Let's just say, okay, he starts supporting team Rishabh Pant plays for,
Sure.
and he hates Bangalore RCB because of that.
Okay.
Okay, proper Karnataka guy.
Okay.
Okay, but because in sport he likes this player, he's going to support the other
Now
team.
my follow-up question is: have you ever met someone like this?
No,
But what will that person do when Rishabh Pant moves from Delhi to Mumbai?
he might support me. I don't know.
Then I won't call him a fan.
Okay,
That's
fine.
he has a valid point.
You
bro.
stick to one club.
He has a valid point.
Okay, fine. So, like, let me give that example now. That
So basically,
because
you like Ronaldo supporters.
yeah.
You associate with them.
No.
From Manchester to Madrid, and suddenly huge number of people became Madrid fans. From Madrid to Juventus.
But I stayed
Our
as a
produ-
United supporter, right?
Our
So
producer
what
is
about
one.
people? Yeah, producers one, right? So let people do their shit, bro. Is my point. Let a London guy support Liverpool. Let a Manchester guy
Go
support
for it.
Bristol City.
If
I don't
you
care,
have-
bro.
if
Like
you-
let them.
and support them throughout your life.
Yeah.
You make your choice. Stick with that choice.
Yes. I'm saying hardcore fan.
Don't be feeble about it.
Correct.
Don't change your complete allegiances just
Correct.
because of one player. Okay, one example, like same example, Bangalore boy. I'll give. Okay, Bangalore boy who doesn't know squat about Chennai, who hasn't spoken the language, just randomly he comes out and tells you, "I don't like RCB, I like CSK." Would you call him a glory hunter or not?
I'll have to hear his reasons, bro. But no, my point is, I'm not going to shit on that guy for not being a Bangalore fan. That is my point. Like, why do we, just because he lives, like in UK especially, just because someone lives close to the stadium, they're supposed to, their entire generation bloodline is supposed to that.
I'll accept this take of yours
Huh.
if you add a caveat to it saying that your reason should be valid, bro. Like
Yeah.
as long as your reasons are legit, go for it. Do whatever the
That's subjective.
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
That's
so
fine.
subjective.
No, but like you can't say that, like as I said, like Rishabh Pant moving from here to here.
Like, one thing
support
I
Mumbai now.
have two
I've
friends
been
like
pooping
this,
in
okay?
Mumbai for the last 5 years, 6 years because he's not playing in Mumbai. But suddenly I'll start support like Rishabh Pant, any cricketer for example, and then I'll start supporting this new team just because this cricketer moved there. No, man.
So that's different.
I have two friends like this, okay? Like, legit, I know them and I've never understood them. Because they're two Australia fans in cricket.
I mean, that's a
Country pride. Okay,
No,
carry on.
That's next level cuckoldry, bro. Like
Why? City pride can't be, but country pride should be
getting
there. is
beaten
what
by
you're saying.
Australia for
Yes.
decades
Yes.
together.
City pride should not be there, but
No,
country
not
pride should
city
be
pride.
there.
No. Club. I'm talking about club versus anything else.
Lot of
Club,
gathering,
okay.
lot
That's
of
my point.
things,
Let's
clauses.
support whatever club you want.
So you're saying country is where you draw the line. You can't be from one country and support another country.
No,
Lots of people do that actually, no?
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like the Indian cricket team, I'll support some other team.
Yeah.
Australia, for example. That is something wrong with their head. I don't think. It's like that's cuckoldry, bro. Like you get
sign them up to a football
like
team.
you
bro.
love getting you've been beaten your entire life by Australia for like you've seen that trauma and you suddenly decide I'm going to support this team because they beat my
That's
team every
what.
single day.
But that's why you draw the line, is it? Like you can't support another country
I think so,
from
yeah.
being
I think
part of one country.
I don't. Yeah. I agree with that. Okay, no. Let's think of this another way. Okay, India actually has a good cricket team. If India had a dog shit cricket team,
Pakistan.
then
So would you say it's okay for Pakistanis to support the Indian cricket team?
I said rivalries aside. Rivalries aside, like that is like I will not even accept them. I'm like, you fuck off. I don't want you. You can go.
You can't bias bring bias here.
No, but if a Pakistani loves cricket, right? Now let's get a little bit serious. He loves cricket. He absolutely adores the sport. Okay, their team is horrible. It has been since probably like 2000s or whatever, right? No, maybe after that. But he still loves watching cricket, and he loves the way the Australian team plays. He starts following the Australian team.
Follow it.
He starts liking the Australian
Don't
team.
diss on your team.
Then
Just because
then
of
he
it.
starts slowly backing them that okay fine I hope they win this tournament against Pakistan, maybe not, but any other match, like yes, come on Aussies, that's fine. No,
That's fine because as long as you do not change your allegiances, that's fine. You
Yeah.
back your
This brings me
club
to
or your
a
country
hot
through
take
thick and thin,
that
bro.
I've
No, I
had.
agree with that. Like
You
that's
back them through thick and thin. Just
if you
because
choose
they're
a
doing
team, be
badly, you
loyal.
can't shift.
Agree with that. That I agree with.
I've thought of this for a while, okay, and now because of this conversation, it's inspired me to come out and say it. If the Indian cricket team goes to Pakistan, I don't think Pakistan will get majority support in their own stadiums.
No. Okay, I think now maybe they will, but when Kohli was there, no chance. They adore him.
Yeah,
They absolutely
that
adore him.
was like I'm saying, like if there's an ODI World Cup,
Yeah.
and Virat
Still
Kohli is
back
playing
your
over there.
cricket team.
Bro,
I
we
do
won the
You love
Champions
Kohli,
Trophy
all
in
of that is
Pakistan.
true. All of that is true.
Do
You
you
forgot,
know
huh?
the amount of RCB fans that are in
Yup.
Pakistan because of this one man?
After
bro.
our title win, you should see those clips, the mass screenings and all in Pakistan watching RCB and
Like entire cities are supporting this one team, like big cities like Lahore and stuff especially, because of the like that Punjabi sort of connection that they have.
Yeah.
They are all massive Virat Kohli fans.
Yeah. He transcends like boundaries.
Yeah.
Why do we always suck his dick in every episode, bro? This is
That's
not
on
even a
you.
cricket episode.
That's on you.
It's on him, bro.
I just said that he brought Kohli up. I said if they go to Pakistan and they play over there, it might not be majority support.
If anyone's dick is only
I don't think I can repeat that on camera.
That's not.
You guys have anything else, or should we close this episode?
It's a good time to wind up.
Alexander Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is one for the viewers. Okay. Our producer considers Alexander Isaac to be a 1 season or a 2 season wonder. Give us your thoughts and your comments.
Or just wait for 3 years and then come back and tell us if we were right
No,
or wrong.
I mean, in hindsight and all, it doesn't count. Okay. Give us your predictions.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to close the episode. We are just going to be wrapping up season 1. Season 2 is going to start with the new cycle of the Premier League starting. And we will catch you real soon for that. Bye-bye.